Here we go with our shallot. This shallot is completely necessary because it's so flavorful and completely changes the way this whole stew smells. You have your aubergine. All you have to do is just dice it and then it goes on fire. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bank in the Kitchen. Today we're preparing aubergine stew. On the list of our ingredients we have our aubergine, which is already diced and cooked, and we have our chicken, which is already diced. We have sliced tomatoes, we have sliced onions, we have one boiled potato, and we have our seasoning, which is chicken Maggi stock, and we of course we have our oil, which is olive oil. Then we have some shallots. Now we have an already prepped chili or pepper stock, which is made of pepper or chili and a bit of garlic and a bit of ginger. Let's get started. We will be using about 3 tablespoons of oil. Our onions. So onion goes in. Let's use about half of the onions. The onions are about 50% cooked. Then we go ahead and add the rest of our ingredients. Our chicken. At this stage, we put a little bit of our chili stuck in here. So we use the same oil that we just used in seasoning our chicken, and then we continue with the process. Our onion goes in, the rest of our onion goes in, and just at the same time we put our tomatoes. We have to let this cook for a little while. At this point where it's about 40% cooked, then we add a little bit of our chili. Now the reason we're not adding all the chili now is because we still add it at the end of the day where we have our aubergine inside. So we add our chili and keep stirring. Then at this stage, we have to put the rest of our seasoning. So our seasoning goes in. Seasoning is in. We prep our potato by slicing them, making it so nice. Then the next is of course our aubergine. Now once we have our aubergine in, we have to flip and not just stir because we don't want everything to mash in there. We are going to have to let this sit and cook for a little while so that the water in the aubergine will kind of like dry up a little bit, and then we continue with the process. So we have had our aubergine cook for a little while. Now we go ahead and add the rest of the chili. The reason we didn't add all of it in the beginning is just so we don't lose the spiciness of this stew. If you are using mashed beef or meat, then that's the right time to put it in. But since we're using a chicken and it's already prepped, there is no problem. So at this point, we'll add our chicken, which is already being stocked. So, yeah. And if you might have noticed, the chicken didn't cook for quite a long time. So this is the right opportunity for it to cook well and also incorporate with our aubergine, and for the aubergine to absorb all the chicken content. And like I said, you don't stir but you flip. So you keep flipping around so that the chicken will incorporate with the aubergine. Now at this stage, if you had mushroom, you could add it. It's also a very good ingredient that you could add to it, but since we're not using mushroom, we're going to go ahead and add our potatoes. Doing a quick flip to know that the water content in it, it's not too much for our potato. And this looks so perfect. So the reason for the potato is to thicken it up a little bit. So here we go with our shallot. This shallot is completely necessary because it's so flavorful and completely changes the way this whole stew smells and tastes as well. Now I'll leave a little bit for later. Now we're completely done and our stew is lit. This is absolutely delicious and a family favorite. You might want to try this because you're really going to love it. With some beauty of some decorations.